Shalom. Revelation 18. Hallelujah. After these things, I saw another angel come from heaven. He had tremendous power, and his glory lit up the earth. He cried out a powerful voice, "Fallen! Babylon the Great has fallen. She has become a home for demons. She is a prison for every evil spirit, every unclean bird, every unclean hated beast. For all the nations fell because of the wine of her fornication, her sins. The kings of the earth had fornicated with her. Her luxurious wealth has made merchants of the earth rich." I heard another voice saying, "Come out of Babylon, my people, so that you do not participate in her sins and suffer from her many plagues. Her sins are piled up as high as heaven, and Yah has remembered her crimes. To her what she has done. Give her twice as much as she gave. Serve her a drink of her own cup, twice as large as the drink she served others. She gave herself glory and luxury. Now give her just as much torture and misery. She says to herself, I am queen on the throne, not a widow. I'll never be miserable. For this reason, her plagues of death, misery, starvation will come in a single day. She will be burned up with a fire, because Yah, who judges her, is powerful. The kings of the earth who fornicated with her and lived in luxury will cry and mourn over her when they see the smoke rise from her raging fire. Frightened by her torture, they will stand far away and say, how horrible for this very, very important city, the powerful city Babylon. In one moment, judgment has come to it. The merchants of the earth cry and mourn over her because no one now buys any of their cargo anymore. No one buys their cargo of gold, silver, gems, fine linen, purple cloth, silk, bright red cloth, all kinds of citron wood, articles made of ivory, very costly wood, bronze, iron, marble, cinnamon, spices, incense, perfumes, frankincense, wines, olive oils, and flour, wheat, cattle, sheep and horses, wagons, and slaves. The fruit you craved is gone. All your luxury and all your splendor has disappeared. No one will ever find them again. Frightened by her torture, the merchants who have become rich by selling these things will stand far away, and then they will cry and mourn, saying, how horrible for the important city, which was wearing fine linen, purple clothes, bright red clothes, gold, silver, gems, and pearls, though in one moment all this wealth will be destroyed. Every ship's captains, everyone who traveled by ship, sailors, and everyone who made their living from the sea stood far away when they saw the smoke rise from the raging fire. They cried out, was there ever a city as important as this in the world to buy what? Our goods from all over the world. So everyone in the world will be put out of business in one moment. When the city falls, the great Babylon falls, no one will buy their goods any more. No more China, no more South America, Mexico, no more Canada, no more Africa, no more Japan. All the goods of the world will implode. When Babylon falls, no one will buy their goods anymore. Once again, we see how horrible, and this is 3 times, this is the Most High speaking 3 times, the importance of this city and the world's economy falls in one day. Every nation who has fornicated with this country will be affected. Everyone who has traded in free trade, this free trade, trade wars and all that we hear about at this very moment will mean nothing, because there will be trade no more. Because Babylon will fall and no one will buy their goods anymore. How horrible for this very important city. Once again, we hear everyone who has had a ship at sea grew rich because of this city's high prices. In one moment, it has been destroyed. Gloat over it, heaven, Yah's people, apostles, prophets. Yah has condemned it for you. Then a powerful angel picked up a stone that was like a millstone, a milestone. He threw it into the sea and said, "The important city of Babylon will be thrown down with the same force. It will never be found again. The sounds of harps and flutists and trumpets will never be heard again. A skilled craftsman, regardless of the type of craft, will never be found again in it. The sound of the millstone will never be heard again. Lights from lamps will never shine on it again. Voices of brides and grooms will never be heard from it again. Its merchants were the important people of the world, because of all nations were deceived by its witchcraft. The blood of prophets, Yah's people, and everyone who has been murdered on the earth was found in it. Hallelujah. That's something to think about, folks. That's something to think about.